Having a dirty air conditioner costs you a lot of money. Not only does it take more energy to cool your home, it also decreases the life expectancy of your air conditioner unit. Hi, my name is Mark Schrader from Capital City Home Inspections in Madison, Wisconsin. I would like to share with you today a few tips on how you can clean your air conditioner yourself, saving yourself some money as well as extending the life of your air conditioner unit. Before you begin, it's important to go to the thermostat and turn the settings to off if you haven't already done so, which on this particular digital thermostat is right over here. The next step is to find your main breaker panel and find where the breakers for the air conditioning are. In this case is number 25 and 27, which is right here. Turn that to off. At this point, you're free to go outside and find your outside air conditioner unit. This particular one is quite dirty on the top, as you can see. Lots of dirt and whatnot, dust from the past years built up, and just needs a little bit of cleaning. You can clean it with a mild soap solution, soap and water. Use a mild detergent such as Dawn or hand soap, something that won't be too abrasive to the metal. So once you have your soap and water, go ahead and get an old rag and feel free to just wash that off. Might take a little bit of elbow grease, but with some time you can get most of the grime off of it. Okay, now that you've cleaned the main part of the air conditioning unit off, the next step is to take off the grill, which is this cover protecting the metal fins, the aluminum fins on the inside. The fins themselves get quite dirty, as you can see. This one's a little bit damaged, but all the little dirt and junk that ends up getting on those and clogs it up. This one's not horrible. It looks like it was recently vacuumed. You can see along the top there's a lot of little junk inside there. What we're going to do is we're going to start off by removing these little screws to remove the grill cover itself, and then we'll get our vacuum and clean it. I'd like to point out one more thing while we're talking about the outside air conditioning unit. The insulation on the refrigerant line is extremely important. As you can see, let me show you what that is. There's a smaller line. We're looking at the bigger the refrigerant line right here. This particular line, it looks like they're missing a chunk of insulation, and some do-it-yourselfer found some, looks like some hot water pipe insulation and then wrapped it in wire. Not a very professional job, but at least they put something out. I'd like to see that replaced with actual appropriate insulation all the way down to the stem. You can do this yourself, is check to make sure that this insulation is not cracking, is not exposing any of the refrigerant line. Check that all the way up until the point where that enters the house. And then you can go inside and make sure that the insulation is attached all the way on this refrigerant line to the point where it goes onto your air conditioner unit inside, where it reaches the evaporative coils, which you can't see because that's inside of probably your furnace cabinet. But make sure this is insulated up to the point where it enters the cabinet inside. Okay, here we are inside the house, actually, taking a look at the insulation on the refrigerant line. You can see where it was wrapped on there. This is getting kind of loose. And you can also see here where this is not completely insulated right up until the point where it enters, where it goes to meet the evaporative coils. And you actually just saw that on drip. That's from condensation. This is a cold line, and so the hot, moist air condenses on there and drips. Looks like this has actually been dripping down here right onto the unit itself. You don't want to see that. So The way to prevent that particular issue is to insulate this all the way to the point where it enters your furnace cabinet, their evaporative coils. Okay, so once you remove all the screws, then you're free to take the grill off. Alright, once the cover's removed, you're free to vacuum it up. I would suggest using a vacuum with some sort of attachment that has a brush on it, such as this one right here. So you're able to attach this to your vacuum, and then gently, once you hook it to your vacuum, gently turn the vacuum on and brush and suck at the same time. But go straight down. Whatever you don't do a motion like this across there, as that will damage your fins. So go with the direction of the fins. Pull that brush gently straight down. Don't push it too hard. Let the vacuum do the work. Let the brush pick up some of the crap that's built up there, but let the vacuum do the sucking, and you just gently pull it straight down, following the direction of the fins. Again, do not for any reason go against the direction of the fins, as this will cause damage to your unit. Well, that concludes our brief overview of how to clean your air conditioner unit on the outside of your house, and some things you can look for. As you can see, this looks a lot better than it did when we started, and this unit will breathe better. So if you do this process yourself, you will save yourself some money, as well as extend the life of your air conditioner unit. In future videos, I will show you how to repair damaged fins using a fin comb, so keep an eye out for that fabulous video. Till then, this is Mark Schrader from Capital City Home Inspections. Have a great day.